What did you feel about the combination between the original, how they were in the original, and how they is now?
Yeah, whenever I, seen, I was like, that's why I said 2 hours, almost 2 hours, and I'm like, why not touch on every fucking thing that you can?
Right.
Like, I remember every single words and stuff of that movie, so when I'm watching, I'm like, I'm looking for that. So then it's like, oh, and then after, the full thing, I'm like, okay, it's cool, but I understand deeper. So I don't know if the consumer or regular, consumer would be like, feeling some type of way, or how they looking at it,
Right.
But me, I would rather you just take that time and put it in there. Like, however, it had to be 2 parts. Like, that's why I didn't understand how was it still almost 2 hours and then you didn't like get everything.
Oh, okay. So you saying like if you're gonna make a movie, so it's an hour and 40 minutes about. So if you're gonna make it close to 2 hours, then you look at the original Lion King, you'd be like, you got to make it like keep those parts in there and shit. You know what I'm saying? Or if you're forgetting something, you still got you over the limit, so you might as well keep on going and shit, and add in the stuff that's that was in the original.
It's like y'all try to rush to get it done and stuff like that.
Okay.
That's what it seemed like to me.
Okay, so what comparison would you have with Timon and Pumbaa from the first one to the one now? Is it different or is it the same pretty much or what?
It's just like the character had so much character. Like all the Lion King from the original they had character and stuff. So they'd be like tripping out and stuff, and and it's like
Timon was tripping out in this one though. He was funny. He was funny. Yeah. So he's saying the original Lion King Timon is funnier than this one right here? What would you say about that? Think about it. Yeah, funnier and more comical. Because he was the comical dude. He was kicking knowledge, but he was still comical. You know what I'm saying? So is he funnier in the first one than he is right now? Okay. All right.
But I like those characters. I like the bird character too, and I just feel like
Zazu.
More like
Zazu. Now with the bird character, yeah, Zazu's the bird character, right? Zazu, right?
Yeah.
Right. So Zazu,
because it's just the messenger and stuff. It was just like.
Yeah. But the first Zazu, I feel, is better than the second. The first Zazu felt like it had more importance to the storyline than this one. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the first Zazu really felt like he was protecting, like, he was a real loyal, committed person to the, to Mufasa. And then when you had, Simba and everything, he was really on Simba ass, like, you know what I'm saying, as far as like certain things and shit like that. This one, it didn't feel like that. You know what I mean? I mean, this Zazu didn't feel like the first one, everything like that. So I
take out the message. I try to look at symbols and stuff too. So I don't know if people be like, I want you to take this out, so they don't even think about it.
Mm-hmm.
But then the whole story is, him getting everything taken from him and then coming back and getting it back.
Right. And the thing too is, and I remember I mentioned this to you too. It's kind of like, okay, and in the original, okay, we already know that Simba left and he was kicking with Timon and them. He was in a whole different part of the jungle and everything, and he wasn't really a lion. He wasn't like eating he wasn't a carnivore. He was eating like insects and all other different types of animals or whatever, or maybe not even animals because he's a carnivore and he wasn't really. I don't think he was eating no animals like that and stuff like that because he was eating bugs, right?
Under rocks.
Right. So my thing was, when you went, if you lived all that time, if you went all that time eating those bugs and everything, and you never really fought nobody, you never really went to war with no other animal or nothing like that. You don't have no practice in fighting. So my thing is that when you went back to challenge Scar, how was you able to fight so well with no training? Scar was out there murdering shit, like, you know what I'm saying? He was with the hyenas killing shit or whatever like that. It was a whole different type of thing. He was in that environment, so it just didn't feel right. Even in the first one, it really didn't feel right. Like how how you able to defeat Scar, and you don't even have no practice in fighting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because I guess they're trying to say like it's in the mind and stuff, and he felt like he got his courage back and found himself.
Right. So yeah. I don't mean to interrupt you. So does that mean that when Mufasa is saying, "Remember who you are. Remember you are," is that saying like, "Remember you're a lion. Remember you have claws. Remember you have power. Remember you are the king of the fucking jungle." Right. And does that right there, remembering who you are, make you be like, "Hey, I'm about to fight for real. I mean, I had to fight. I know who I am. I automatically know how to fight. I just need to just know it."
Yeah, I believe so. Because God made him a lion, right? So you can eat all them things and stuff, but inside of you can still reach that lion.
Right.
That shit.
There you go.
And then it's in the mind and stuff. Scar ain't even thinking nobody's gonna come back because there ain't no other lions in there really.
Yeah.
That can really defeat him except for the girls and the other ones.
Right.
So he was just, not even expecting it. And the dude was like on his way ready.
Mm-hmm. Right. So let's look at the character Nala, the Beyonce character, and when Nala got older and everything like that. And we look at the comparison from the original to now. I think with the one now, you pretty much, this one right here, like I said, it gives you a deeper understanding of the relationship with like the family, I think. And the first one, it didn't. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's because it's for little kids like that. But this one made it more like family oriented to the point where understanding like what you mean to a family. And why you can't do things because it affects the family and stuff like that. So the Beyonce character and everything like that was pretty much smooth. And how'd you feel about her voice?
Well, I like it because Beyonce has that unique voice and stuff, so it's good to be able that she's on there and to be able to have that role. And I like the part where she was like, "Girls, come on," or whatever she did. "Lions, come on."
Yeah, lions.
And then
attack.
It just reminded me of that, that Black Panther performance and stuff, and just having the girls ready and stuff, and
right.
Soldier type stuff. So it was like pretty cool, like the message that could be taken from that. And
you like the Black Panther performance at the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It reminded me what she was like saying, "Ladies, come on, get ready," and stuff like that. And so now, being able to have that role, I think is really cool to be able to give that symbol out to the world. And, I like the voice. It's just some of it sound like it just sound like it wasn't her. She kind of sounded a little high pitched, I think it was.
Okay.
But her voice is like a little different. It's just her. But yeah, I think it's cool. Straight.
So let's talk about the people's other probably favorite character is the Rafiki character, like the baboon. Dialogue is different than the original, I feel. When we go back to what you're saying about expressing the dialogue, because that character Rafiki had like an accent to the voice. Rest in peace, you know what I'm saying? We call him RG over here, the brother who played Benson all those years on the TV show. We know he had passed and everything. He's the original voice for that character. But he really, really made it hard for somebody to top that character. Like his voice, you know what I mean? So that has to be just a credit to greatness, you know what I'm saying? As far as like, RG, you know what I'm saying, was able to present in the beginning, the first one. But in this one right here, I felt, like I said, it wasn't expressive enough. You didn't hear that
skipping scenes, man.
Yeah, skipping scenes,
the important ones, man.
Yeah. And you didn't get that expressive, like the one part by the water, right? But in the original when he was like, "Look hard," you know what I mean? It didn't have that feel. That feel, exactly. It didn't have that feel.
Yeah, that's what movies do.
Yeah, it didn't give you that feel in this one with that particular character and everything. As far as like too, we know about when he was using the stick. You know what I mean? Yeah, that took a scene out. We're not gonna let nobody know. with Rafiki and everything. They go have to pull that together and everything. Figure that out. Like I said, try to have as less spoilers as we can. Yeah. And then pretty much, and we already know when he fought at the end. The first the first movie, Lion King, when he had fought the hyenas and that was way better than this one. I felt. You know what I'm saying? Way, way better, more action packed than the first one as a cartoon than it was in this one right here. I can say on my end. You know what I'm saying? So now if let's look at let's look at the main character, Mufasa. You know what I'm saying? As far as like we still have pretty much the same voice. But how was the movement in the movie and everything like that and all that stuff? Because they added dialogue onto that character too.
Yeah. Mufasa was pretty straight. I guess I followed along with him. I ain't really like having him. I don't know. I don't know, but I mean, he was throughout the whole thing, so it was just like. Are you saying
Mufasa? Yeah. Because the thing is.
Okay, my bad. No. I'm thinking about okay. I was thinking about it. So Mufasa.
Right. So Mufasa. My opinion on it really is in the first one. How can I say it? The first one, you can say the way it looked on the screen and the feel more for Mufasa when he died than this one. For me, right? The first one.
I'm sitting here trying to remember.
The first one. The first one is kind of like. The first one is like. More kind of like heartfelt a little bit. Like, you know what I mean? You really felt, you know what I mean, the dad and and the son and everything like that. And the second one pretty much didn't feel it that much, or it could be the fact of you already have knowledge that what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? You know what's going to happen.
They were straightforward with it too in this one too.
Yeah.
It's like the other one, they kind of like beat around it a little bit. Like you have to think, like you have to just like, really, is he talking like that?
Yeah.
Did he be serious? Did he just say that?
Yeah.
But that's when they were straightforward with it.
See, what I already had women. I didn't mean to. The problem I've always had with the Mufasa character is he didn't seem. If you're the king of the jungle, you didn't get no believable meanness from him to me with that character. The only time you really seen him kind of like mean or whatever is when, of course, when everybody's seen when they had Simba and now baby Simba and baby now cornered, right? The hyenas and shit from the original. Like that's the only time you see any type of anger from him, right? Other than that, there is no. I never seen no kind of viciousness, no balance, I should say, from him being a compassionate king and him being somewhat vicious and ruthless in order to maintain power. And maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't want to give developers any credit about what I'm about to say, but maybe could it be is that that was Mufasa's weakness, why he was able to be tricked into what happened to him. You know what I'm saying?
And like how was he even became king? Like he's the oldest, but who was the king before? What happened to the father?